Tonight on the randomizer, a man you guys know, a badge bro, the man who coined the term scroll the F down, another Canadian. What is happening to this show? We're just getting taken over by Canadians. No, it is none other than Jon Warner. It's going to be a fun show tonight. The wheel is packed. We're going to do a 18-round best ball draft, but Jon doesn't get to pick whoever he wants necessarily. All of these picks are going to be dictated by prompts on the wheel that you guys suggested. Going to be a fun time. Let's see if Jon is up to the wheel challenge.
Kyle Pitts, can you do something for me? Can you score a couple touchdowns for me?
Green was the color of the grass where I used to read at Centennial Park.
We're going tight end in the early round.
What?
Oh!
We have to resize.
Mom, okay, don't say anything weird.
Welcome to the randomizer. Pete, take it away.
All right, Jon Warner. We of course collaborate on Off and On the Clock. We've done a Best Ball After Dark before, which we're also doing again tonight. But this is your first time on the randomizer, and I didn't realize 2 years ago you had manifested this into existence on Twitter.
Dude, I don't know why I did that, but it's just kind of funny that it came to fruition after.
I know. I actually should pull that up here. I've been tweeting up a shitstorm today. Normally, I don't tweet that much during a given day. I don't know. Something about the Jon Warner event has got me tweeting a bunch today, Jon. But yeah,
well,
here, I'm gonna get
after watching that intro, man. Like I'm seeing all these star-studded guests. You had to engagement farm to get some hype around me after like that intro, like Scott Handsome and all these guys.
Here's the post, June 3rd, 2022. So just over 2 years ago. And I was, it was at the beginning of randomizer season and I was drumming up some guests, wanted to see who people wanted to have on. And Jon photoshopped himself. Is that a fake cactus or is that a real cactus you're holding there?
No, it's a real cactus. I think it's just not it wasn't the underdog one. I think it might still be, Nikki probably got rid of it. It was somewhere around here for a while.
Well, good stuff. Yeah, I mean, I know you have you've been a loyal supporter of the channel for a long time. I've known you've seen your fair share of randomizers. You've probably also seen your mentions over the past couple days. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling for this adventure here?
I was a little nervous at first. I'm not gonna lie. This is a pseudo folklore in the community. But now I'm feeling confident. Now I'm in the chair. You know, I cracked a cold one here, took the edge off, and we're ready to rock, man. I'm excited.
You got a cold one? I just cracked a cold one here too. What do you got?
Beautiful. Well, I got Old Milwaukee's finest, my friend. This is straight from the locker room, left over from last night beer. It is domestic piss, as the kids would be saying. There you go.
I love that can.
The old it used to be an old pinup girls can, but they did away with it. And now it's just on the side there.
I love it. So you said that's from the beer league hockey locker room?
Yeah, that's our go-to. Like someone just fills the cooler every single time.
It's funny. My beer choice was actually influenced on a randomizer show a couple weeks ago. We had Ian Harditz on. He loves his Kona Big Wave Hawaiian beers. And I was like, damn, I got to get some of those. So the other day I was in the liquor store. I had to get some of the bottles of the Kona Big Wave. So we'll be hanging 10 today, brother. All right. I know producer Nick just dropped the link into the randomizer Discord channel, which is in the Deposit Kingdom Discord. We always give first crack to the YouTube members at getting in these drafts. We'll give them a second to trickle in. If we have a few spots left, we will drop the link in the public chat. For people who are new around here, I kind of mentioned it in the cold open. A lot of you guys know the format of the show, but we're going to do an 18-round draft. It's a private draft. I always get the question, is this a BBM? Is this a pug? Is this that? No, don't worry. We're not going to ruin the integrity of the contest. Dicking around. This is a self-contained $3 12-person league, Jon. Let the people know that we take the platform of the people seriously and we're not going to ruin the games.
Well, I would like to say that, but I am known to be the guy to jump in these $3 drafts and ruin them with the bits before the bits. So now being the guy who's trying to draft a solid team and not get bit attacked himself is kind of ironic. But yes, of course, we would only do this in a 12-person contained league. We would never jeopardize the integrity of the contests at large.
Shout out to Jacob wanting to talk actual best ball strategy here about the value of late QBs. Wrong show. We do about 20 hours a week on that kind of conversation. Tonight, he might have to take Tim Tebow in the first round. That's just how this goes here. We got one more spot left. I'm going to get the board up here on the screen. You guys know the drill here. I always kind of sweat where we are at on the draft board, Jon. I have not had a turn. I feel like I'm about to jinx us. I have not had a turn a 101 or a 112 yet, which for randomizer purposes is a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, you need someone sharper than me to do the back-to-backs in 30 seconds like that. I can barely get my picks in half the time on stream.
All right, let's see what the RNG gods have for us. It is filled. Ooh, they are shining down on us. 1-7. We can work with that. We can work with that.
All that says to me is this is the Nez start of all starts. It's Bijan, then Debo, and we move on.
Wow. Okay. That's a lot of confidence that you're going to nail all these prompts. So let's see if you can get your preferred 101. The wheel is spinning. We are off to the races. 18 rounds, 18 prompts. Let's have some fun here.
God-awful picture.
Backwards bros. Spell Chigaconquo's full first and last name backwards correctly, or Pete and Jon have to wear the hat's brim forward the rest of the show. This would be an adjustment for me. Jon doesn't even have a hat. Are you ready for the spelling bee here? Chigaconquo.
Okay, so it's just like Chig is just Chig. So it's like this is about the last name, right? But this is about a
yes. I think you know what? It's funny in here. It's actually spelled out for his full first name, but I don't even know if anyone, whatever. We're going to call it just Chig, but you have to start with the last name and go all the way back.
Okay. Spelling has never been a strong suit of mine. Can I spell it forward out loud first? Don't correct me if I'm wrong kind of thing.
Sure. Okay. I'll allow that because this is all going to be before this next prompt here.
Okay. So Okonkwo. Konkwo. Owknoko.
Okay, keep going.
GIHC.
That is correct. Ding ding. The hats remain off and or backwards. Yeah. So many people just say Chig that we forget it's Chigazim there. So we're gonna allow that here. The Canadian spelling is different. Exactly.
Like hey, actually, shout out Brendo gave me a really cool shout the other day. He took down the baseball 6K on a single bullet and then gave us some love in the DMs and said he just had a baby girl as well and was like,
whoa.
Yeah, and he was like, big props to you guys. And yeah, just like, I don't know, he was like saying that we like feel like pseudo family, and he was so appreciative. It was awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, you guys are well deserving of all of those shout outs, helping people in the daily streets day in and day out. You're manifesting this start. Are you ready to do the Nez tribute with Bijan, or you got anything else up your sleeve?
Well, we're gonna try and draft like a good team. I'm not gonna go get ahead of the bits here, right?
I mean, the bits might, bring themselves into the equation. So I don't know if you have to introduce them yourselves.
All right, let's do it for Nez. Let's do Bijan for Nez.
I like how you sound like he's on his deathbed. Like, let's do this one for Nez, man. Yeah. He would have wanted me to take Bijan.
His last breaths.
All right, we are going to spin quickly here on the wrap. I appreciate you guys taking your time in the chat. If the prompt needs it, if not, feel free to pick an expedited clip. Warner Bros. Pete takes on the role of a Warner Bros. Personality, interviewing with Jon to be a new member of the Badge Bros. If Jon guesses Pete's identity, draft whoever, else draft a Jon or a Jon here. Let me see if I can get into character here. Which Warner Brothers one? I've actually been doing one of these for jokes with April. Hey, what's up, Jon? You looking? What you got a badge on there? Hey, Jon, you be scrolling down and tell me a little bit about what you do in the lobbies.
You want me to answer that after that? Am I supposed to be a Warner
you have to
Brothers
guess.
character as well?
You just gotta guess who I am, Doc.
Oh, you're Bugs Bunny. After, yeah, there we go. Beautiful.
Thank you. You got it.
I could have.
easy.
I had as soon as you dropped it, I was like, "Yo, this is Bugs Bunny." But then as soon as you kept going, I was like, "Is he turning this into Elmer Fudd? Is that where he's headed with this one?"
I mean, I might have. I'm notorious for bleeding together my impersonations. I think it was with Ian, where who did we have? But it turned into Bane. I forget what that was. So that is that is a known thing I do. I am not an impressionist, despite what you might have been told. So I believe
the Bane one was like the molded by me, like that one, like the.
Yes.
Is that where you went with it? Yeah.
Yeah. It was Liam Neeson, and it turned into Bane. So if Jon guesses Pete's identity, draft whoever, otherwise drafted Jon or a Jon, you know what? That wouldn't have been the worst, because I think you could have pulled off a Jonathan Taylor in round 2 there.
Ooh, yeah. I was trying to think through other ones, and the first one that came to mind was like John Mechie. I was like, is there any other Jon that pushes like past?
Jonathan Brooks is a new one.
Okay.
Jonathan Mingo. Yeah. And then the other spelling, you got all the last names. Johnny Wilson, John Menchie, Johnny Munt.
Johnny Munt, shout out to the 2-game showdown slates where he fell into the end zone one time.
Well, and Johnny Munt was week 18 cash game week, right? That was the Nick Mullins Johnny Munt game. Mm-hmm. And they were both like the stone minimum or whatever. That was funny.
Shell, baby. The shell.
Oh man, that feels so far away right now. Week 18 cash games. It's
gonna be glorious.
All right, Jon, you started Bijan in a tribute to Nez. Are you going full Nez? Are you gonna do this manifested start?
I think we have to, after we put it out there, after we put out the premonition that the randomizer would take place 2 years from now, and then we put out the premonition for the first 2 picks. I think we have to do it.
Well, you said on Twitter that what you really wished is that you would have manifested winning BBM. But you did do a far more attainable thing in being on the randomizer. All right. We are going to keep spinning. Feel free, you guys, to pick up the pace here. I want to start having Jon feel the heat a little bit with these prompts. So you can ratchet up the speed here. What do we got?
I'm glad you chose the most flattering picture of all time.
I mean, it's a good one. Okay, Holy Scroller, play today's Immaculate Grid, immaculategrid.com, no free ads. And for every square Jon misses, you must scroll 1 full page down the queue for players available to be selected. Do you ever play this game?
Not anymore. I did when it first came out. Are we going to play the baseball one? Because Nez is saying baseball? Okay, yeah, okay.
I just went to immaculategrid.com and it took us to the baseball default.
Okay, cool.
Or should we do football?
I don't know what Nez's intentions were.
Let's do football for the
okay.
for the show here. I legitimately don't even know how to play this game, so walk me through this.
Okay, so you basically just have to have overlapping player that played on each of those teams.
Yeah.
And so like Bucks, Saints.
Bucks, and am I clicking or are you typing something in here?
When you click it, you type it in usually.
Okay, so do you have one that you want me to do?
I don't know yet. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of players that are in combos like that.
All right, let me try to talk it through with you. So we have Saints and Vikings. We have Vikings and Browns.
Yeah.
Cowboys and Browns, Amari Cooper.
Nice one. Yep. Nailed it.
Wait, why isn't it? Oh, there you go.
There you go. And then you got to hit the
okay.
Select.
Bucks.
Daryl Hunter as 10 plus sacks for Vikings.
What, Danielle Hunter?
No. How do you spell his first name? Daryl?
How do we spell his name?
I can't remember.
Daryl. There you go.
There you go. No, wrong one.
Oh.
Oh, okay, we're good. We're good.
That's my bad.
Okay. Saints and Cowboys is Brandon Cooks. That one. That
good call. Good call.
Huh.
Let's see. Bucks and Saints here.
Bucks 10 plus sacks would be Warren Sapp.
That's a good one. Nice.
Is it actually? It must be the first hunter that came up, right?
Yes.
It's 100%. Like, how do you spell his first name?
Yes, it was Danielle Hunter. Okay, there you
We
go.
lost a guess for no reason.
I'm not looking at the chat. I don't think John is either.
Right.
We're not
actually,
cheating. You guys can.
I just have the
can
private one. I didn't
Okay.
know that. I thought as a guest I couldn't see the chat, to be honest.
Look at you,
Cowboys.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Ware 10 plus sacks.
Okay. Nice. All right, we got 4 more grids here. Who was on the Bucks in the Saints? We got
Jameis Winston.
Here.
Jameis Winston.
Oh, nice pull. Jameis Winston. Bucks and Browns.
Those teams don't feel like they overlap.
I know. And then Vikings and Saints, and then Vikings and Browns. Who has been passed around on the Browns?
And there's got to be like some dusty ass running back like Isaiah Crowell who played like a couple snaps or something like that.
Yes.
It's not,
right.
but like, all right, we're 2 picks away. How many scrolls do we have to do? 3 scrolls?
Three scrolls down the page. So that's like at least 36 picks down.
There's another quarterback. Why are we blanking? Baker played both.
Okay. Baker, you got one more pick here, or we're only one away, but you got to.
There's a tight end for Saints and Vikings. I swear, there's a tight end, like a dusty one, like John Oliver or something like this.
Was Irv? No, Irv Smith has never made his way over. He's on the
Saints.
All right, I think we're gonna scroll. So we're at pick 25.
Two full scrolls.
1, 2. All right, Godwin, Pitts, Mixon, Worthy, White, Rome.
Let's do Pitts for the
wow, spicy margs.
Spice it up, baby. You can't put Kyle Pitts on the board and not expect us to take it.
Do I hate fun? I've never done an Immaculate Grid before. That was my first time doing an Immaculate Grid.
I mean, they're like the Wordle for sports in the morning when you wake up, if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, I should probably be brushing up because I'm doing the Nick BDG trivia event tomorrow, and I'm probably going to suck at it.
Oh, that'll be fun. That's the New York one?
Yeah. All right. Get ready to learn. Get ready to learn Draftkings, buddy. Hop in Redmond's mentions with this line. Leg day? Ever heard of it?
That's fun. Okay.
I guess whoever wrote this prompt forgot to make a punishment. They were just so satisfied with themselves for coming up with this idea.
I mean, it's pretty good. And I'm not one to normally like just pop in Redmond's mentions, let alone like for something silly. So here, you want me to share my screen for it?
I'll pull it up and I'll just refresh after you write it.
Okay. I'm gonna look for.
Do you want to look for a photo?
Yeah, I gotta look for I gotta scroll like deep in the archives or something here.
How about this one? Or is that feeling when you start RB on shoulder day?
That's pretty good. Where is that?
I just go to media and then I scroll down.
Okay.
It's like, yeah.
Okay.
Wow, someone said I did an Immaculate Grid with Rotopat. I wiped that from my memory.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay, what was the exact quote?
Okay, here's the quote.
I need to mention or quote tweet them.
I think just in the mentions is honestly funnier. Yeah. Leg day, period. Ever heard of it?
Oh, I put question mark. Okay.
This is actually probably better for you putting it on this one than this one. Like this one, this is actually referencing the original leg day comment. Every day I think about sticking it to the deposit kingdom, those bastards. Did you fire it?
Yeah, I did.
All right. Let's give it the give it the like there. Well done, Jon. I think you're going to be a great ambassador on DraftKings once Redmond, pulls your deal.
Is calling it, can you work for that platform and call it redacted over and over again? How would that feel about it?
All right. You're about to pick at 4-6. You started Bijan and Debo as an homage to Nez, and then you had to scroll down to Kyle Pitts, which feels like a blessing more than a punishment. And you did successfully too small Rudman, so now you get to pick whoever you want here.
Too small Rudman, impossible. Let's just pick Amari Cooper because we just did the grid with him.
Okay, look at this. I love this. You understand a thematic through line here while drafting.
No, it's true, man. It's true. I'm finally warming up to these streamer bros,
Did you you met Rudman probably what? Was that the first time at the Dog Bowl in Miami?
Yeah. Very nice guy.
Yeah.
I really like him.
He comes across as the tough guy online, and then you meet him, and he's just actually a sweetheart. Unless you comment about his legs, in which case, probably gonna get stuffed into a locker. No, the original origin was 2 years ago when we were out in Arizona for the Super Bowl. So it wasn't this past one, but what would it have been? The Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl, yeah. And so we went to the gym one of the mornings, and I took what I thought was an innocuous photo. Like the point of the photo is going to be like, I'm going to work out with Rudman. This is going to end poorly for me. But so I just took a photo of him walking in front of me to the gym. And then everyone started commenting about his legs. And he has used that as bulletin board material. It literally seems like every day since that is stuck with him.
And he's got huge fucking legs.
Yes. I mean, come on. It's not me saying it. It's not me saying it.
People are saying it.
Okay, what do we got here? That's a Mr. Good Boy. Get your pup in your lap for the next pick and let out a value hound howl as you make the pick. Is Mr. Good Boy around?
Mr. Good Boy is somewhere. Bubsies, you want a special bone?
Special bone.
I talk to my dog like he's a human being. So when he gets in trouble, I say, "Do you want to go to jail?" And I fully enunciate things and stuff like this. Mr. Good Boy, do you want a special bone?
Mr. Good Boy, do you want to be on the Randomizer show with my friend Peter Overzet? Mr. Good Boy, your name has been called. Mr. Good Boy, it is your time to shine. Wait till you guys see this dog. This is a good boy. This is a beast. Oh, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Mr. Good Boy.
Oops. There he is. All right, Jon.
He's like 110 pounds. Oh.
Who does Mr. Good Boy want to take? He's going to get some good running back value, it looks like.
He's pouting in the corner now. I never
mad?
do shit like that with him. No, he's not mad. He's just like, what the hell was that, dude? I got to get him a bone now. Make him feel better.
Go ahead. I'll vamp. Go get him a bone. Get him a thank you treat. He
I'm
did his job.
I'm team Josh Jacobs. You know this.
Okay. That was a good boy. He was a little camera shy. You could tell Mr. Good Boy wasn't.
I think you muted yourself by accident, Pete. I think no. I think it's literally just like the button, like on StreamYard.
There we go.
There you go. There you go.
I was fiddling with my thing and hit my USB mic there. All
Mm.
right, is Mr. Good Boy in good shape?
Now he's good. Yeah, he's straight.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Good Boy. He's like, give me a treat, and Pete needs to shut up. Josh Jacobs, and this worked out well because you gave out the value hound howl, and you are getting Josh Jacobs 2 picks past 8.
What a scoop!
What? All right.
Anytime you could wrap up those touches when we're gonna get buried by the Avalanche.
You know, you got to be careful in these rooms. Tend to be they're either bits or avalanches, and generally both somehow. All right, a little trivia here. The Baker triple. Name 3 players who have caught 10 or more TDs from Baker Mayfield. It's successful. Draft who you want. Otherwise, draft Baker Mayfield from a man named Blake Brecken. Do you tell people too, like, how did you become such a Baker super fan, at least in fantasy circles?
I think it was a trickle down effect of the Tom Brady doubles, where I kept going back to the well over and over again 2 years ago in the daily ones, and then I think it was week 17, week 17 or week 16, where Mike Evans went nuke for 3 touchdowns with the Brady double, and the Brady double finally got home, and I scooped like 2 of the 3 tournaments or something, and then had a like decently high finish in the main tournament as well with that, and it was like it finally paid off. And then the following year, it was like, let's just fucking run it back with Baker, right? Here we go. I
can you do this? I feel like some of the names are obvious, and then there's one that is kind of a tougher one to pull. Can you get these?
Maybe. I don't know. Mike Evans is one.
Easy.
Was there another 10+ scorer on that team last year? No. Yeah. He didn't play enough games with the Rams, so then we go back to Browns era.
One of these is shocking to me. How many they had with him?
Okay, I'm trying to think of who were the receivers on the Browns with him, because Amari wasn't there yet. Amari was there for 1 year.
Yeah, Amari is not one of them.
Okay. Man, I have no idea. I honestly have no idea who the Browns wide receivers were like 3 years ago.
So I'll give you one clue. One of them isn't a wide receiver.
Isn't a wide receiver. And it's Njoku?
Njoku is one of them. Correct.
Really? Okay.
Yep. One of them I do not think you will get. The other one, though, to get you to 3, I think is doable. This is career.
Browns wide receivers.
Yep.
Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry.
Yep. Jarvis Landry has 17. All right, you snuck that in.
Oh my gosh.
The third one I would never have gotten, Rashard Higgins.
Never would have got it, but as soon as you say the name, that's like, okay.
Let's
do this one's for you, Pete. We're taking Jordan Addison over good UW boy Roma Dunse.
Wow.
We're aping into this second-year breakout narrative over the rookies in the 6th round.
John referencing this week on Off and On the Clock, which, by the way, we do that show on the Badge Bros YouTube channel every Wednesday at 2 p.m. We gave our bold predictions. Nez, John, and I each gave 3, some honorable mentions as well. And one of mine was that these second-year wide receivers, the Jordan Addison, the JSN, who am I forgetting? Rashee Rice, we're going to outscore some of these, trendier rookie wide receivers. So John is, weaving a good team with some thematic elements here. I mean, you're crushing this, John. I feel like you haven't had to break a sweat other than carrying Mr. Good Boy.
That actually low-key hurt. I went to, have you ever had IMS before?
No.
Like the needling, the dry needling?
Mm-mm.
So like I played last night for the first time in 2 weeks, and I had like a lot of downtime, like hockey and stuff like that. And I did something to my groin, man. It's stupid. I'm chasing 16-year-olds around for no reason at my age. But like it was a really fun game or whatever, but I felt my groin go and my knee go. So then I was like, okay, I got to go check out this physio spot. And then as soon as I just did that and lifted him back up again, it like everything I did today just kind of like fell by the wayside.
It's no good. Come on. Am I going to get a medical bill from this show?
Yeah. Hey, Medcare free up here, man. Don't worry about it. It's on me. I got you.
Well, speaking of Canadian cliches, we have a prompt titled "Hello Newman" from one Mr. @Newme2. John must say, "Sorry there, bud, but I don't want to trade my moose for maple syrup. We can discuss it later over a game of hockey after the curling championships, in a non-Canadian accent, or draft Taysom Hill." So I'm going to need the chat to confirm that no Canadian accent seeps through here.
All right. Sorry there, bud, but I don't want to trade my moose or maple syrup. We can discuss it later over a game of hockey after the curling championship, I don't know.
I like that. I mean, you did sound like, you sounded like, I don't know. It was like an old
fake 70s news reporter.
Yeah, there was some kind of, no bullshit, kind of like there was this seedy undercurrent to it. He said, "Sorry, shiv it." Not terrible, eh? Well done. We're gonna give you that, so you do get to avoid drafting Taysom Hill here. Have you lived in Canada your whole life? Have you ever spent any time longer than like a vacation outside of Canada?
Oh yeah, man. Like I used to spend like maybe 6 months of the year away. So like when I was doing like travel stuff, I would do maybe a month in LA, a month and a half to 2 months in Vegas, a little bit of Europe circuit, stuff like that when I was traveling, playing like live cash. So yeah.
Hang on. The chat is coming back. They're saying that I missed a Sorey at the beginning here.
Oh, that's okay. See, let me practice again. Sorry.
Let me say it again.
Sorry.
Okay, I actually know you failed. It's sorry. You're not saying sorry.
Wait, say it again.
Sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You're gonna have to draft Taysom Hill.
I'm sorry.
You're saying sorry. You're saying like, oh, sorry.
So,
I'm
sorry.
Sorry
there, fella. Sorry.
Oh man. Oh, you were getting into character for the rest of it that you and myself included. I let it go.
Let it go by.
Yeah. He gets more Canadian the more he tries. Sorry. All right. This is your first landmine here, but again, is it because you've been on, the Taysom Hill cheat code on Underdog? Granted, he was playing a different position then.
It's true. I mean, if we could just sneak this one through in the weekly winners a couple times here, that third QB Taysom, he might put up a Justin Fields-esque game and win us one isolated slate.
Yeah, it is. For some reason, even though he is designated quarterback, I feel like we haven't heard the last of Taysom Hill from just being a thorn in our fantasy side. I feel like he still has an encore left in him.
I mean, especially if you get pup list Juwan Johnson.
Matt Wood keeps missing picks because he's blasting off in the chat. Hey, it happens. All right. Another little piece of trivia. How much does this guy really know scrolling the F down? John must name 3 players who are currently in the optimal scroll the F down range, 5 to 25% per ETR. You get 2 of 3 correct, or draft the highest ranked tight end on the board. I'm going to pull up the answers to this in a different tab while you talk this through.
Okay, so this is like, if you're looking at ETRs, rankings and stuff like that, where they do the projected ownership at this point in time, they would fall between 5 and 25% owned.
Yes. And I am going through and so for people who don't know what we're referencing, so ETR this year is putting out ownership estimates, and the 5 to 25 they're calling the Goldilocks zone because it means that they're good enough to be drafted, but not so off the board that they might be a 0.
Okay. I would say Greg Dortch, but I think they might have ruined it by ranking him so high. He's pushed out of that now.
You're completely right. He's up to 32%.
Okay. Josh Reynolds.
That's a very good one. Ding, ding, ding. 11%. We're going to count Josh Reynolds.
Fuck, man. I'm trying to just think of like scrolls in that vicinity that are reasonable, that aren't like 0%.
I will give you some clues. It's mostly wide receivers and tight ends.
Okay. A.T. Perry.
Yep. Right on the dot. 19%.
How many do I have to get? Like a bunch?
You got to get one more, and no more hints or clues from me.
Okay. Oh my God, this one's going to piss so many people off. Colby Parkinson.
Yep. 22%. I'll let you pick, and then I will read a few of the other ones here for the people.
I think I can think of a couple more. Are there any wide receivers left?
Sorry, let me go back. Yeah, you're looking at Lockett, Judy, Rashid Shaheed, a very familiar site.
Let's set up the double with Judy. I said to Sean yesterday on the show, let's set it up here. Play into it. Anytime you can take Judy over Jonathan Brooks for the ceiling outcome, you gotta do it.
The other answers in this range, Khalif Raymond.
Can I guess two more?
Yes, do it.
Hayden Hurst.
Yep, 8%.
And Noah Brown.
Oh, barely 6% Noah Brown.
Okay. All right, let's hear some other ones.
Yeah, I'll read just a couple of the other ones within the like 20 and the teens. Michael Mayer, you said A.T. Perry, Greg Dulcich, Dylan Laube, Brendan Rice, Kendrick Bourne, Theo Johnson, Zach Ertz, Traylon Burks. Those are a few of the others there.
Kendrick Bourne kind of stands out from that group, I guess. But coming back from maybe KJ Osborne.
I think that's the pivot you make.
Ooh.
Off that.
Okay.
All right. We got another one here. GM. Name 3 famous people with the initials GM, or stare down the camera and say GM has always been a false flag by Big Badge Bro to get the populace to draft chalky teams with no chance for first.
That's incredible. Fuck, I don't know that many like famous people. GM.
There's a couple that I'm thinking of that I thought of when I saw this.
Okay.
And while John's brainstorming here, smash that like, you chat rats. Yes, we got a good crew here watching tonight. We're here every Thursday at 8 p.m.
Who is? I heard the initials GM, and I said Greg Monroe in my mind. Who the hell is Greg Monroe?
Are you thinking of McEnroe? There is a basketball player there. Oh, Greg Monroe. Remember? Yeah, he used to play for the Jazz. I will allow that.
Okay.
Really big dude.
I don't know why that came to my mind, and I was just like, Greg Monroe is the GM.
This is a good clue. This was the one I was thinking of. This is a good clue from Copper, Game of Thrones.
I fully, as a guy who's been in Dubrovnik and seen all that shit, still never watched Game of Thrones. Not a Thrones guy.
I'm not a Thrones guy either.
Uh-huh.
So if I gave you this clue, you wouldn't know who is the author of the Game of Thrones books.
No, wouldn't even know. No,
really?
No, I'm not.
There's
like
another
that.
good basketball player. Don't look at the chat, but I'll give you another hint. The chat. A notoriously famous basketball player.
Notoriously famous basketball player?
He's a unique, very large, if not one of the largest players to ever play in the NBA.
I don't know. I only know my modern guy who
George
guys-
Marathon.
No.
7'7". You've never heard of him?
No.
Wow.
The big country
Wow.
reefs of your generation.
Okay. I think we're gonna have I think you're gonna have to look the camera in the eye on this.
No.
The author of the Game of Thrones is George R.R. Martin. So George Martin, a little GM there. Anyone else
Okay.
in the chat? Glenn Mason. There you go. A GM. The Beatles' most important member. Greg Maddux. Ooh, that should have been a John one
that's
right
a
there.
layup. Yeah, I should have been better.
Yep.
Greg Maddux is a good one. George
hang
Michael.
on, John.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
George Michael. All right, so I want you. I'm gonna put this in the private chat so you have it, and then I'm gonna have to take the camera full screen. So there's
Okay.
your script right there. I'm about to take John full screen here, and it's time to deliver the truth to the people.
Yeah, this has been a long time coming. I'm sorry. It's a regrettable day for me, but GM has always been a false flag. My big badge, bro, to get the populace to draft chalky
All right,
teams.
I need another take.
with no
I need a clean take. I need a clean take.
I've never used the word populace in a sentence before. that was just
Okay,
a
I'll
weird.
let you.
I was like gonna
you can-
say like population, and then it was like populace. All right.
Hang on. Say to get the good people on underdog to draft chalky. You can
All
sub
right.
out populace
All right.
to get the good people.
All right.
Here we go. Take two.
GM has always been a false flag by Big Badge, bro, to get the good people on underdog to draft chalky teams with no chance at first place.
There it is. It's hard to hear that from you, John, and to know that's the truth. This prompt, the punishment was delivering that to the camera, so you do get to pick whoever you want. Who'd you like here?
Take Jaden Daniels because we don't want Burrow.
Oops, what just happened to me?
Ooh,
How did I just get logged
sorry.
out? Wow. Sorry, you just
Burrow,
got
we'll
Joe
make
Burrow.
it work. No, we'll make it work. Don't worry about it.
Wow. Okay. All right. So that was weird. I just got right after you delivered that to the people, I was logged out. That's weird.
Yumi's like, yo, Bad Bros are done. Canceled.
Did Rudman reply to you yet?
That's a good question. Nope, not yet. There's a bunch of likes on it and a couple retweets, but no no response yet.
He probably just headed off right to the gym after seeing that.
I hope he was on the treadmill when he read it and he just hit like increment up like 3 times.
All right, copyright revoked.
Ooh.
Come up with 5 different slogans for scroll the F down or draft the player at the top of the queue. John famously this past week has gotten in a litigious battle over the origins of scroll the F down, and he lost the copyright battle. Now belongs to that other guy. So you got to come up with 5 new names for your famous slogan, John. Can you brainstorm some here?
Oh God, that's tough. Wheel south.
I like that. Take the wheel south. There's one.
Yeah. Slide your finger north.
Okay. All right. The
Swipe up.
The mobile.
Swipe up.
Swipe up.
Mobile. Yes.
Yeah.
Infinite scroll up.
Infinite scroll up.
Infinite scroll up is like the opposite.
My eyes are up here, but my clicks are down there.
Nice. I'll
help you out there.
Yeah. Send it to the 215s.
Okay.
That's where the scrolling starts there.
Trust me, the carpet matches the drapes.
Why?
Carpet's down low. Drapes are up here, John.
I guess. Hardwood floors underneath. That's when you rip up the carpet and you find the good old hardwood underneath
Do you have a if they got an ADP, I don't want it. Pick it south of the border.
Picking south of the border, I like that one.
I think you need one more to qualify here. Otherwise, you got to take Romeo Dobbs at the top of the queue.
Okay, one more.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Down. Yeah, Club 215. That's good. No, I got it, man. I don't got it. I don't have another good one for it.
You got this. You got this here. I'm putting Romeo Dobbs in the queue. What?
I got
right
it.
now?
I got it. Flip the queue.
Flip the queue. Flip the board. Flip the queue. I like that. Who do you want to take here?
Myers. Did we miss him?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wow.
That's
the fingers
on you.
are back.
That's on me for forcing you to do that, but you got that.
Yeah.
Bottoms up. I just saw that one in the chat. Yeah.
Bottoms up is a good one. There's some.
Ooh.
Yeah. If you lose this battle, you got another one.
The Dirty South. The Deep
Dirty
South. The Deep South. Like you could go with that narrative. I don't know why I'm going like north south on this.
Hey, it's a good angle. It's a good angle. I think you're fine. If I have to print up more pint glasses with a new slogan on it. Okay. I've been hoping this would pop up because we have some fun ones here. This is called Nezlyweds. We asked Nez to answer some newlywed game style questions about Jon with answers he thinks Jon should know. Jon is going to try to guess what Nez's responses are. If he gets more than one wrong, draft the best available stealer. So I'm going to pull one of these up here. And here is the first question. Tell me if you can hear this. Can you hear that audio?
No, cannot.
Let me do a Chrome tab because I think that's what I need to do instead of the window. Tell me if you can hear this now.
That's an underdog.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, can hear it.
Okay. Yeah, here we go.
After maxing every daily contest on Underdog, I got to reward myself for all my hard work and get my favorite meal. What am I getting?
Ooh.
What? Nez's favorite meal that he's getting after
I don't know
maxing.
when he goes to like the fast food, like dirty hot bag stuff, for whatever reason, it always sounds like he talks about Chick-fil-A. I'm going Chick-fil-A.
All right, here's the answer.
Whatever deal is available in the McDonald's app. Hopefully, 2 double cheeseburgers, plain.
2 double cheeseburgers, plain. All right, let's do another one here. If he gets more than one wrong, so you do have one you were able to get wrong here before losing this. Let's get the second question up here.
He has said the McDonald's app thingy, and then when he went to Portugal, he did talk about going to McDonald's. So I'll give him that.
Here we go.
It's week 1 in the NFL, and it's the first show of Off and On the Clock. And you, Pete, and I are building the spiciest pick'em of all time. I've got a bona fide lock to score a touchdown that week. Who am I touting?
It's got to be Bijan Robinson or Najee Harris, and I'm going to go Bijan Robinson.
All right, let me get the answer pulled up here. Here we go.
Deebo Samuel.
Oh man.
Let's I'm gonna get another one up here because I'm having too much fun with this now. Let's do another one here. You're 0 for 2. We need some redemption.
I've got some good.
January 2025, and picture this: your boy just won BBM5. Underdog approaches me. They want to make a biopic about me, and I have free reign to choose any actor I want to play me. Who do I pick?
Oh, how the fuck am I supposed to know this one? Any actor to play him.
You gotta. This is a question about how vain is Nez. Like, is he saying Brad Pitt? Like, who does he fancy playing himself in this biopic?
I think he'd want someone like funnier and whatever. Matt Damon's a good answer, but I don't think he'd pick him. Cool. Christian Bale. I see that one in the chat.
I don't think you're gonna get this one.
No, I'm not good with like I know movie lines and I know movies and stuff, but I'm not good with like celebrities.
Here,
Nah.
oh, sorry, I didn't. The tab didn't share over. Here we go.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Jonathan Groff. He's from Mindhunter. Great actor. I need someone with chops.
There you go. See the it's
Never
uncanny.
fucking heard of him. Never heard of him.
All right, what's our punishment here? If he gets more than one wrong, you got to draft the best available Pittsburgh Steeler here, which looks like, oh no, it looks like one Mr. Justin Fields is coming on down.
Oh baby. I mean, that's if we don't want to set up that Russ stack.
Someone took Russ. That's my point.
The bid equity is strong. The bid equity is strong.
Sorry, I didn't have this this screen back here. Thank you, Nez, by the way.
Parts of that Mindhunter show. Well, you want to know the irony in him doing that and doing that for this show for this today is I just filmed 15 of those stupid fucking things for Nikki's bachelorette party this weekend.
Oh,
So-
the exact same style Newlyweds?
Yeah, like that's so funny that happened.
That is really funny. Hang on, I got to see what Nez is doing in this draft because he was drafting Patrick Mahomes, just like a Chiefs onslaught. And then, okay, Nez has the mega Week 17 team. So he took Ayuk and then goes Kelsey, Mahomes, Hollywood, Xavier Worthy, and then pivots over to Najee, Jalen Warren, Freiermuth, Roman Wilson, Russell Wilson. I was like, why is Russell Wilson not available? It's because Nez took him at pick 109.
That's fun. I mean, he's already planning out that Ayuk on the Steelers stuff.
I love it. When is your wedding, John?
August 10th.
Wow, that's my anniversary, bro. Cheers.
That's kind of fucking bizarre. Cheers.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I guess there's only so many weekends in summer and stuff like that. But yeah, that's weird that we're gonna end up having the same anniversary.
Yeah, we will help each other never forget our anniversaries. Mine was just 11 years before yours.
11 years. Wow. Well, Nikki and I have been together like a long time too. Like this will be year 10, I think.
Nice.
So
All
it's
right,
like
we have
should
another-
been married.
We have another multimedia game here. Let me set this up.
Cool.
Stanley Park SME. John must identify whether images of Stanley Park are from the Vancouver Harbor, east of 99, or English Bay, west of 99, the side of the peninsula. For each wrong answer, add a round of ADP to the next player drafted. Are you feeling confused?
Yeah. Okay. So
Let me
what's
show you
SME
this.
mean?
Here. Hang on. Let me show you the Stanley Park map here so you can see the
Oh,
the
cheers.
west
Yeah,
versus-
I got you.
All
Pat, I actually made a video about this today because our first date ever was that beach on the left-hand side on the west there. First beach, they do movies in the park like in the night time and you watch sunset and then the movie comes up. And that was our first date.
All right.
Um,
East or west here?
that is from the west side.
All right. The answer is east. Brockton Point Light. Fake Vancouver. Let's go for a redemption. I'm going to keep these rapid fire here. Where is this photo from?
That's Lionsgate Bridge, so that's got to be west side, right?
West Side Prospect Point.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I'm going to keep these rifling. If you guys don't mind sitting on the clock as much as you can. What is this tree? What side of the park is this?
It's on the east side, I think, because it's like when you walk this way.
It's the west. The hollow tree. Oh my God.
One
One
for three.
Here we go. Where is this shot? Looking back up at the mountains here.
Dude, this is crazy. So that's on the east side when you walk the wall and you look north.
Yes.
On our first date ever, I took the wrong way to get there. So we walked all the way around the outside and I told her it was a crayon factory and that's why the shit was yellow.
And it definitely isn't.
Definitely is. It's an
all right.
evergreen story though.
What about these totems?
I'm going to go Lost Lagoon west side.
East totem poles. I think
Man,
you're
you know
one
how
for
many
five.
times- Dude, you know how many times I've ridden my bike around here? Like it's crazy.
Last one,
gotta,
John.
that's gotta be the west side. That's gotta be third beach on the west side.
West, second
Second
beach.
beach.
Close it
All
up.
right.
Close it up. 1 for 6. What is our punishment? For each wrong answer, add a round of ADP to the next player drafted.
3.
We have to go. We have to go to the 17th round.
Let's go.
No, 19th. Or no, sorry, 18th. We are in the last round here.
Yoshi to stack with the burrow.
Yes, that's an awesome pull. There you go.
Oh.
So Jon is so Canadian that he can't say sorry correctly, but he's also so un-Canadian that he goes 1 for 6 across Vancouver Stanley Park geography.
And I used to live across, so I lived on the Kits Beach side. So like that whole west side was like, I just stared at it, right? So I'm on this side and I just stared at it. And I've looked like that location for 8-10 years just staring that way, and I still can't nail it.
VRC, no. This was not unstacked. See, Jon knows what he's doing. We had got auto signed out and got timed out Joe Burrow, and so he came to salvage it with a little Yoshi Voss, who unironically, someone asked me the other day, like my true favorite scroll the F down candidates right now, and I'm honestly kind of uninspired, just because I'm scared and drafting scared in that regard. But Yoshi Voss is like the one guy that's like so firmly on the menu for me right now.
I respect it, man. That. We I don't know if you heard my take on it, where we were talking about Burton being like the crazy ass like wild card, multiple schools, like 5 schools bounced around. He's like the bet on talent, and then Yoshi is like track star, Princeton, straight and narrow. I was just profiling these two people, and I was like, they handcuffed their third wide receiver bet by going with like the crazy high upside, and then they went with like the straight and narrow Princeton kid as well.
All right, we're going to get some more voices from Job. Tony redacted, hey, and a mob voice threatened that Tony will get whacked if he doesn't find the end zone stat. What do you got for us, Jon? What do you want to say to Tony redacted?
Tony, listen here, Tony. I've had about enough of these expected fantasy points. We're going to find the end zone this weekend 2 times, or I'm going to be at your doorstep with my, I don't know a cool name for gun.
My Uzi. That's the first time that a mobster has ever said the words expected fantasy points. I can't feed my family with these fucking expected fantasy points.
Stomach's been empty for touchdowns.
The fuck's the Tajay Spears? You tell me about this kid Tajay Spears? That's the roadblock? Yeah, liar.
That's fair, man. Oh shoot!
Tony 2 times in the Iron Hammam meets you tonight. Is he a mobster or a pizza guy? Hey Tony, you want the mozzarella? Oh my goodness!
Man, we need more bread on table 4.
I need to close out some tabs because I can't see what's going on in my browser window anymore. I have so many pictures of fucking Stanley Park in my browser right now. And of Nez here. That's hilarious though that you were having to fill out that questionnaire for her bachelorette party.
Yeah.
Hopefully she does better.
I did like 15 of these stupid videos right there in my face, like just quick ones like that. What's your favorite color? What's your blah blah blah? Like,
hopefully they were more inspired than favorite color.
Well, that was just that was just kind of a funny one. Whatever, who cares? It's stupid stuff. But yeah, it just happened to be one of them. The other ones were more inspired.
You do get to these were any of the prompts that forgot to put a punishment are mine. Because I was having too much fun writing some of those. All right, you are on the clock though. What do you get here?
Ooh. What do we got positionally? Let's take
do
you know what?
Burton?
I have too much. Yeah, we could do the Burton thing.
I want you to take your pick.
Oh, okay. Let's do Ty Chandler, or who's the other running back that was available there? Yeah, let's do Ty Chandler and we need another running back here. We got Addison. Feels all right.
I like it.
Jaleel McLaughlin's a guy that I have like too much of, that I kind of like accidentally have ended up with too much of, just because of like repeating similar constructions. And then I just saw his name there and I was like, I can't click that guy's name again. He's $150 soaking wet.
Yeah. All right, let's spin the wheel here. I'm gonna recap this team as we head into the 14th round. So we have 2.5 quarterbacks. Actually, no, I'm taking that down to 2.25 quarterbacks. Joe Burrow, Justin Fields, and Taysom Hill. We have our 3 running backs: Bijan, Josh Jacobs, Ty Chandler. Wide receivers: Deebo Samuel, Amari Cooper, Jordan Addison, Jerry Jeudy, Jacoby Myers, Andre Yoshibas, and then tight end Kyle Pitts. I think you can salvage this team. I really do.
It's gonna be tough, but we'll try our best here.
Here we go. Tony or Tony? We're getting another Tony prompt here. This is another multimedia here. Put available Tennessee running backs in the queue in reverse ADP order: Chestnut, Small, Haskins, Johnson, Pollard. John must identify whether each picture is of Tony Pollard or Tony award-winning actor Tony Shalhoub. Clear a player with each correct answer.
All right.
Just relax. You'll get it once you see it.
No, I was just like, I can't imagine that being hard, and I just know it's gonna be so hard.
Where is
there's Chestnut.
There's what was it? Chestnut, and then I was having to scroll so far down.
Johnson.
Chestnut, Haskins, Johnson. I could have sworn there was a Small. Jabari Small. There we go.
All right, there we go.
So, okay.
Wendell Smallwood. Remember that guy? West Virginia.
Do. Okay, John. Here's the first one here. Is this the award-winning actor Tony Shalhoub or Tony Pollard?
Well, Tony Pollard wouldn't be caught dead on the sideline like that. He'd be raring for the ball. Oh, is that footy? Oh, it doesn't look like football in the back. It looks like footy. All right. Tony Pollard went to a EuroLeague game or some shit like that. That's Tony Pollard.
No, Tony Shalhoub. He stays in the queue. Here you go. I got to go rapid fire. Tony Pollard or Tony Shalhoub? You got 17 seconds.
You want me to say Shalhoub because it's white guy, it's Pollard.
Correct. Tony Pollard. Another one here. Tony. Which Tony is this?
Shalhoub.
No, it's Pollard.
Give us Chestnut, baby. Give us smaller Chestnut.
Yeah, you did just get auto drafted Chestnut. Let me do one more for you just since we got him here.
Oh man. That's Tony Pollard. He's clean dressed. I like that. I like that.
You're so bad at this. I love how good. Shout out to the randomizer writing team, Matthew and Nick and Lou and Phil helping out with these. That was so good.
That was very good.
Yes, man. John is taking a bath on these multimedia ones.
Yeah, I've literally, those have been the ones that have really crushed me.
Going back through, but my favorite one, I thought this one was a layup because it's like it's at a press conference, like with the microphone that's being obscured. I was like, this got obscured because it's a Dallas Cowboys like thing around it.
Like I was like, yo, he's not a celebrity. Why's he got the microphone?
These were great though, as far as throwing you off the set there.
That's funny.
Nice work. All right, yeah, I'm gonna take these Titans out here.
Dylan Johnson, man. Another UW running back with the Tennessee Titans.
Wow.
Bishop Sankey, Chris Polk.
When my first year playing Dynasty football was the Bishop Sankey, Austin Safarian Jenkins year at a UW. And I remember just falling in love with both those guys.
Yeah, I was in love with them too. They were so good, but yeah.
Did not
Jake
translate.
Locker, man. Jake Locker was like Sam Howell, where it was like he was going to go 1-0-1, and then he went back to school for another year and then just discredited his own draft stock. And
all right, John, you recently went to a Rolling Stones concert, so we got the Stones on this guy. John must name the song which the Rolling Stones opened at their Vancouver 2005 July concert or draft Stone Smart. Where were you? 2005.
I was not at the concert. That was my first time ever seeing the Stones. Really good story how I ended up there and got there. Shout out to my old man there. But I would just guess Start Me Up, because Start Me Up has been like their kick up the crowd, get it going first song for like years.
He nailed it. July 5th, 2024. Here, wait. July 5th. I thought he meant 2005. I was like, wow, you're really going way back here. No, you just mean last week.
Yeah, that's a really good set, though. Are you a Stones guy?
I enjoy them. I've never seen them live though.
Yeah, I mean, they were bucket
what was
list
the story?
For me, like just I told a little bit on the show the other day, so I don't beat a dead horse for people that had already heard it. But basically, my dad won not won, but like he's part of the fan club, so they do like these $50 tickets to get into the barn, and then you just don't know where your seats are as part of the fan club, and you just show up at the gate at like 6:00, and they can be anywhere, and they're called Lucky Dip, right? And you can end up, floor, skyscrapers, whatever. But like the cheapest ticket to get in the building was like $300, and then the floor stuff was like $2,000. So it was okay. You're in for 50. Who cares where you're sitting? And like me, I didn't really care, right? So they were going to a wedding. He couldn't go, which was unfortunate because he loves them. He's seen them a bunch of times, and yeah, so we ended up with like nice seats, like $500 seats for $50, and it was great. And then we snuck onto the floor by doing some little chatting and doing some schmoozing, and we found our way down there and swapped wristbands a couple times, and then we were we were 5 feet away. Yeah, it's cool.
Just a little Warner charm there. You're on the clock.
Not gonna lie.
You can get your favorite quarterback, Deshaun Watson, for this 4-quarterback build in the double stack. You love Adam Thielen.
Let's take Gesicki for the stack.
Okay,
we gotta stack this bad boy up.
We're gonna scroll down to Gesicki. This is the Joe Burrow backdoor stack everyone else is so afraid to do. You don't need Chase. You don't need Higgins. You don't even need Moss or Brown. You scroll down to Yoshi Voss and Mike Gesicki, and you print. Easy. And
game. you make sure you draft Kyle Pitts before, so those bye weeks overlap too. You got to make sure that.
Yeah, you got to have the week 12. All right, we're spinning. We got 3 more picks here, 3 more spins of the wheel. Jon Warner on the randomizer. And yeah, I think a lot of us have been not convinced he's Canadian. He failed the Stanley Park test. And so now you must prove that you're Canadian. Before the next pick, fetch a hockey stick, a jar of maple syrup, and any representation of a maple leaf. Otherwise, select Chase Claypool. Can you materialize these items?
Give me a sec.
Here we go. It's about time we find out that this guy's Canadian. He was talking like an American, talking about his moose. Okay, the hockey stick comes into focus. We're gonna have to go bigger screen here. I love the hockey stick just sliding in. That was cinematic. Oh, well, what do we got? A little Aunt Jemima's there? Or so we got some classic.
No, you're not allowed Aunt Jemima's in Canada.
I was going to say,
it's not allowed, dude.
Pearl Milling Company. That's legit.
There you go. And then what was the last one?
Any representation of a maple leaf. Anything that has a maple leaf on it. Look at that. I love that we get to watch him like running back and forth. Like it's some vaudeville scene. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, uh-oh. The sugar police is coming for Jon. Oh no, Jon. You've passed 2 of the 3, but they're coming for you and saying it's not maple syrup. They're calling it pancake syrup. They're saying it's high fructose corn syrup, not maple, Jon.
All right.
Oh no.
It's actually got a maple leaf on it too.
Look at this guy. Doesn't even know Stanley Park. He's got American syrup in there. Man, I'm worried she's going to call the wedding off. What if she finds out that he's not actually Canadian? She's been catfished. She probably tells him he's winning all this money on underdog too. Don't worry, babe. There was that Baker double 3 years ago. Man, look at all the syrup thought leaders. Aunt Jemima was removed in the U.S. like 5 years back. Good to see that Canada was already there. No maple syrup.
I'm defeated, man. I don't know where that shit's at.
Wow. Wow. So that
I'm sure
how
it's
often?
not nowhere, but yeah, I don't know.
Wow. I guess Chase Claypool is going to come on down to this team, man.
Hit him with the gritty, baby. Hit him with it.
Yeah, you did have to hit him with the gritty here, Chase Claypool. No really correlation. Just a good old Canadian boy. I did have to do some research because there were so many prompts that involved punishments taking Chase Claypool, so I had to find some others. We had a Chuba Hubbard I found. Who are some of your other golden boys up there?
Like currently? Oh, you know who's one that nobody talks about? Joshua Palmer. Joshua
Canadian. Palmer is? Really?
Yeah. I think he's Ontario kid. Brampton, I want to say. Yeah. The 4 in BBM are the Chuba, Claypool, Palmer, Chase Brown.
This man is really an American.
I mean, there was a time where I spent 4+ months of the year there, so it was kind of split, but yeah. I'm trying to think who else. John Mechie. John Mechie's.
Yes, I did see that one when I was looking. John Mechie, that's a good one. Someone meant is Theo Johnson, I think. Oh, and N'Keal Harry was the other one.
N'Keal Harry, yeah, N'Keal Harry is. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's a couple other ones.
So basically,
cool.
I was gonna say every Canadian NFL player is a scroll the F down candidate. Is what we're learning.
Yeah, I guess. Well, Nathan Rorick, he had a sick throw in the preseason last year for the Jags and was on the practice squad for a bit. Former BC Lions quarterback. Javon Holland. There's some good defensive players. Like there's a DB guy for the Eagles. Holland as a DB for Miami. Texans have a D-line guy, Covington. Yeah. Anyways.
Well, speak of the devil here, hockey bro. John must say the most Canadian hockey bro sentence imaginable. And if Pete cannot decipher its meaning, take Chuba Hubbard. I will say, and I shouldn't say this right before I'm about to fail this, but I do follow this one account on TikTok, and he just interviews youth hockey players in Canada, and they just say the most Canadian ass shit. So I've picked up on some of the references. But let's see if you can stump me here with a hockey ass statement.
I'm not even going to make one up. I'm going to tell you a story from last night that took place in the game, right?
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Wheels, far side, north side. Wheels to wall side. Comes to hash marks. Throws on the brakes. Drops a puck. Guy takes lumber in the back. Goes flying into the corner. Sheds mitts. Comes off the bench to join. Third man in. Bucky goes north. Off of it. Onto the ice. Hands are flying. Mitts are shed. The boys are having a tilly. Fisticuffs were up. It was 3 aside.
Okay. So I definitely pick up the context. There was an old Donnybrook up north. There was I was trying to figure, someone got checked into the boards, a little lumber into the back there. And then those guys started going at it, but that wasn't enough. And then 3 aside. So 2 other guys from each team came and got in on it, dropped gloves, just a full blown brawl. Is this true? Did this actually happen?
A brouhaha. Yeah, I exaggerated ever so slightly, but yeah, it was like it was a 2-on-2 thing. Guy tried to turn back up into me. I was the guy who dropped the kid because he just turned into a brick wall. And I was standing there, and then he went down, and then he got up and he's like, "What the fuck's going on here?" Blah blah blah. So I shed like mitts, grab him like this, and then some guy grabbed me from behind, and we have like he's probably like late 30s, early 40s, but he was like an ex-pro fighter, and he's big, scary, tough guy. And he just came, threw his shit down, skated all the way in, grabbed everybody like this. He had 2, the other guy had 2, and then everybody was squaring off. It was unnecessary to say the least, but it happened. Yeah.
I can't believe this is like literally a Wednesday night for you. I mean, the closest I've come is some technical fouls in rec basketball league about a decade ago, but that's impressive stuff. John, do you want Adam Thielen like 50 picks past ADP?
Let's just do it for the vibes.
Or Chuba, who is the actual Canadian.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, that he was the inspiration for the prom. There we go.
There you go. Chuba, kind of like you get Chuba's early season production to kind of balance out Julius Chestnut as kind of the late season hammer.
There we go.
So like,
yes.
I mean, do you ever have moments of like, like is the appeal for playing, beer league hockey? I assume it's just, have some fun, skate on the ice, throw a few Milwaukee's finest back. Do you ever question when you're like in the middle of an actual scrum where people are fighting of like, what the fuck am I doing, man?
Yeah, no, very much so. And like everybody talks about that like after the fact, but like there's little isolated incidents that lead to that where you have to police yourself to not let it happen again, especially against the younger kids and stuff like that. Because like when we grew up and we played like, junior hockey and shit like that, like you didn't wear visors or you wore visors, like you didn't wear like cages, you didn't whatever. All these young kids, man, they play with it. Like, so they play differently. Like they don't play as physical a style of hockey and they don't control their sticks as well because they didn't have to ever protect their faces because they have the full like shields and shit like that. So when they get their sticks up and yeah, I don't know. It's just like, it's a stupid toxic masculinity bro bullshit, but it's like, I'm fine with it. It's like, I'm not one of those guys though. Like I'm pretty like mild mannered and chilled, but occasionally you got to.
Well, that's like, because isn't it my buddy who's like huge into hockey? He tells me like that each team, like they'll have an enforcer type where it's like, if they get in those spots, like they have a guy who can go and throw down, or like if they have to send a message or if they need someone who's get protected, like that's an actual role in like hockey of how they have to, approach some of those situations.
Yeah. And like, you can't take it out of some guys. Like the guy, for instance, last night where he's just like, he was that guy at a professional level and you can't take it out of him when something goes sideways. Right.
All right, John, I can't think of a better way to end this show with a little bit more patriotism to prove that you're actually Canadian. This prompt, national pride, correctly sing the lyrics to "Oh Canada" while holding a hockey stick and or maple syrup. We know there's not maple syrup, so it's just going to be holding a hockey stick.
And Chimamas, baby.
Do you want a little karaoke track here?
No, I don't want to karaoke. I'll do it a cappella. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Well, like, the thing is, like, this is a layup. You sing it before the games and all that sort of stuff. And I thought this prompt would come for sure. And like, I could do the Canada one, I could do the American one, but I'm gonna do the authentic Canadian one to the best of my ability. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready for
all
this.
right. Oh, Canada, terre de nos aïeux, ton front naissa des florons glorieux, car tu brasses peu des pays. True nor strong and free from far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
That was a good way for me to not be able to fact check you by just saying, well, was it French? Is that what you were mumbling there?
Yeah, I don't. That's as far as I could go with the French. I don't remember the whole thing in French. I had to at least try because like doing it in English is like I can do the American one too. Like it's not like special, but if I could try and fake my way through the French, I got as far as I could, man.
Do you know I've now had 4 Canadians on the randomizer?
Mm-hmm.
We've had Pat Mayo, we've had Sal Stefanile, we've had Jacob Sanderson, and now Jon Warner, which means that like 10% of all lifetime guests on the randomizer have been Canadians. Jon, your final pick. Would you like me to scroll down in honor? Anything else? Some value? What do you want here?
Okay, let's scroll all the way the F down to a guy I was thinking about today. How about Brandon Powell?
Oh my God, this is such a Jon. I mean, just talk to me. I mean, I haven't thought of this guy all drafting season. What do you got, Jon?
Well, I mean, he's from the KOC tree. Like, he had him with the Rams. Like, they schemed gimmicky shit for him at the tail end of last year. They had, like, manufactured touches for him. He's number 3 on the depth chart with KJ Osborne gone. He's going to play the slot, and there's a whole bunch of slot targets available without TJ Hawkinson there. Crazier things that happen.
I love it. You are sick. Let me see. Can you guess what ETR's ownership projection? I still have this up. Let me pull them up.
Oh, it's a fucking flat 0, I imagine.
They got about 1 because you took them
Okay.
in 2 drafts.
Dude, well, I can't believe I just pulled the chat over here. Raphael took another one that was on my. So I have a couple that I wrote down, like just in case there was like a true scrolly F down prompt. Some guys that I've been thinking about, right?
Yeah.
And that's one of them. Like Jordan Whittington, that's a legit one where he was like the 4th option on that Texas offense. He was really good, and now he's with the Rams, and he's bigger than Tutu Atwell, and he has an overlapping skill set with Puka and Cup, where it's like if anything anything happened, like he could be a legit wide receiver handcuff. And then, everybody's shitting all over the DeMarcus Robinson stuff of like, yeah, sure, he got money and whatnot, but like, he's, what is it, 8th year breakout at 30 years old? That's cool.
That's how this show naturally had to end, with an impassioned case for some scrolly F down candidates. Jon, I'm going to recap this team for the audio listeners, get your thoughts. And then I know I mentioned this at the top. We are immediately after this, we're going to head over to Best Ball After Dark. So Jon and I will be chopping it up, talking more inside baseball stuff about baseball, best ball, and in the world of Underdog here. So, but here's the team. Taysom Hill, Joe Burrow, Justin Fields, pretty cromulent quarterback room there. Bijan, Josh Jacobs, Ty Chandler, Julius Chestnut, and Chuba Hubbard. Wide receivers, Deebo Samuel, Amari Cooper, Jordan Addison, Jerry Jeudy, Jacoby Myers, Andre Yoshevitz, Chase Claypool, Brandon Powell. Tight ends, Kyle Pitts and Mike Gesicki with the same bye. Jon, how do you feel about this squad?
We had fun along the ways. Someone said in the Discord the other day, it's about the Rodgers you get along the way. That's what it's all about, and that's what this team encapsulated. I'm glad we got some of our guys, though, with touching tribute to Nez with the first 2 picks there, and then Taysom Hill, Kyle Pitts, book it.
Beautiful. There's a lot of brand plays, a lot of thematic through lines here, and then some good randomizer prompt landmines, which is what these teams should look like. Incredible stuff, Jon. Let the people know here where people can check you out, a little bit about the streaming schedule, obviously on Twitter, where you are about to get bodied by Rudman. Anywhere else here?
I sure fucking hope not. I feel bad. But yeah, he'll understand, right? He still hasn't said anything. Good. Yeah, no, we
someone posted that photo of you.
Dude, that's legit. That is very legit. Good. I look like a giraffe. That back calf is gone. That's great. Beautiful, man. No. Yeah, we are doing the Underdog Daily stuff. We do Off and On the Clock on the Badge Bros channel with you every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then we stream every other weekday, whether it's behind the paywall or on not the paywall, just on the Badge Bros channel there. And yeah, we stream every single sport, and primarily right now it has been football stuff. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, having a ton of fun on Off and On the Clock. If you guys want to dip your toes in the dailies, I try to LARP as a multi-sport draft fleet at times, but I'm not. It's all fake. But Jon and the Badge Bros, they are real multi-sport draft fleets. So if there's any of the daily sports that you guys are wanting to kind of check out and get caught up to speed, whether on a macro level or on a daily slate, there is no better place to visit then the Badge Bros. I'm going to go grab a quick beverage, and then Jon and I are going to reconvene over on Best Ball After Dark. Thank you guys in the chat. You guys were a blast. Thank you to the Randomizer production team too. I am so swamped beyond belief in you guys taking the lead with getting some of these awesome prompts going, and all the multimedia has taken this show to the next level this year. So appreciate all of you guys, Matthew, Nick, Phil, and Lou. You guys do great stuff. Appreciate it. We'll be back next week, Thursday, 8 p.m. normal time. I'll try to get that guest booked and announced shortly. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys over on Best Ball After Dark.